Hey guys, I just wanted to come on here real quick and give my testimony on why I became a Christian.
Damn. Like I should. When in dark, I walk around the neighborhood, feeling blessed.
So, last year was my first year in public high school because the other years I was homeschooled because I was extremely troubled, and before that I have been through quite much and had quite the experience that I did not know where to go. We're gonna start off with last year's motivation. Last year I struggled to get my work done. I tried out for a spring musical last year, and what happened was I was constantly getting bullied by other people who were also in the spring musical, and I struggled to keep going and keep motivating myself because of all the rumors going around about me around the school, and it was hard to keep up with motivation. And so I tried out for the musical, but I was a troubled teen, right? So I got suspended from school, so I had to try out online. So I tried out through email. I recorded myself and sent my guidance counselor some videos of my tryouts, and she was like, send me a video of you dancing. So I did just that, and I got put as a Pink Lady Ensemble. So then after I got put as that, I was grateful for my spot on the musical, right? So I was okay with it, but one day the hatred and bullying from everybody else in that play, like there were some people who weren't so bad, but there were other people who treated me like garbage. It got so bad to the point where one of the musical directors, God bless you, Bailey, if you see this, she was like, it's either you get up there and sing with the rest or quit. So being the person who was troubled at the time that I was, who did not have any self-belief, I quit. And my dad, he was like, you are a blank. Blank is my last name. And blanks do not quit. I'm not going to say my last name on here. I don't want people really finding the rest of my socials. But yeah, my dad was like, you're not a quitter because you're from my family and my family's not quitters. So thank you, Dad, for telling me not to quit because it gave me more experience of what to do for next time. So then we went in, we had a conversation with some of the directors, the principal, the guidance counselor, and I stayed in the play. But I still, even after that, struggle with motivation. So after that, I was still getting bullied, but I tried not to care as much. It just didn't work as much as it really could have. And this is what got me because I was still not in my right mind. So after all that, the day of dress rehearsals, I was not in my right mind. I was mentally not well. I went and hid in the gymnasium, and I knew my consequences. I got kicked out of the play. That time, I was so embarrassed that I told everybody I quit again. But in reality, I actually got kicked out because I was not in there when they needed me in there. So being the troubled teen that I was, I up and left and I threw my Pink Lady jacket because the play we were doing was Grease, right? So after I threw my Pink Lady jacket, I thought, I'm out of here. But then, a week after the play was put on, was cheer tryouts. And before we get to that, I want to add one more thing before that. I literally did not want to watch the play after it was set up for the high school to watch because it would hurt because I knew I would have been in that. But anyways, back to the cheer tryouts. So the week of the cheer tryouts, people were supporting me. Literally, I was trying out for the first time, first year of instruction cheer, right? Telling me how to move, how to be sharp. I didn't know anything about being sharp and precise. And TikTok, I used to kind of like, not be very sharp. All I knew was how to dance on TikTok, and that wasn't even good. Like, I could literally show you an old video. It was so weird. But I'm about to show you an old tryout video that was really embarrassing. One more time. Ready? The dogs are back. Silver, black, and blue. I know, I'm out of breath. Are ready? Wait. Are ready to attack. You came here to win. But here's our heads up. You can try past the Huskies. I'm out of breath. But you can't keep up. Central. Yeah, that was the tryout, and honestly, I can say it was kind of embarrassing at the time because I really didn't know what I was doing. But this is where it gets good, because even though I didn't make cheer over the summer, I took the time to read about God. So I got a Bible that one of the counselors at school, God bless you, Mr. Smith, I always get happy reading it. Mr. Smith, one of the people that work in the guidance counselor office, he gave me a Bible the day that I got suspended before the musical, and he said, read this. And I didn't utilize it till June. So June is when I got into reading it, right? So I started reading the Bible, and I can say that I felt holy, I felt renewed, and I just got into it even more every day. And over the summer, it was God that made me feel motivated to get up and exercise every day. So after that, I just exercised every day. I lost a lot of weight so I could be ready for cheer tryouts 2024, and I've been practicing cheer because my mind was set on cheer. And at the same time, I was trying out for soccer. I did not make the soccer team, unfortunately. I was also the only one who was cut from the soccer team. She don't think I know that. I know that. But it really didn't hurt my feelings at the time because, it was my first year doing soccer, and it was not a good tryout for soccer, and neither was the tryout for cheer. But since cheer was all I had my mind set on, it was what I'm still working towards. And after I got into Christianity, after I got into God, I literally felt so happy, and I was kinder. I knew how to take more constructive criticism at school, more feedback on my behavior, more, hey, you can't do that. I was able to take that in a better manner, and all the adults that I used to scream at noticed that within me, so that was good. And I'm able to ignore rumors or even stand up for myself when it gets really bad. I'm not this shy person who just lets people walk all over me, and I know my values, I know where I stand. I'm more confident, I'm more excited to do plays this year because of God. I'm more excited for cheer tryouts because of God. And I found out who my real friends are because of God. And only the realest of friends will stick with you. And, I told God, hey, remove all negativity and people who will hurt me from my life and show me their true colors before it's too late. And he did. And I was on call with my friend, we'll call her Blank earlier. She and I were discussing cheer. She said she believed in me. And honestly, I almost cried. But then I also thought, who else believes in me? God. And through God, you are powerful. You are like a force that won't let anybody or anything stop you. And that's how I felt. After I let God into my life, all the drama just got drowned out. There would be nights when I was crying because I felt like I had nobody to go to. But my tears of sadness would flip over to tears of joy because of God. And this is why I preach God, because society looks at it as if it really doesn't help. But as a Christian, a reborn Christian, I used to be lukewarm. You know, the scripture says, even if you are lukewarm, I will spit you out of my mouth. Because there are a lot of values to Christianity, and when you really get into it, you feel better about yourself. And, you know, honestly, after I got into it, I've been a happier person. You know, and if the cheer coach, Miss Bailey, sees this, thank you for kind of go do it. You know, last year, I needed that. I just didn't take it very well last year, which I understand why you were trying to get me to get up and move my butt last year, because I really wasn't moving at all. And now that I have God in my life, I'm excited for everything. Another thing he can also help it with is depression. He can help you feel more motivated. He can help you with depression. And when you're without God, you're weak. And sometimes you just gotta say, yep, I need a change. And that change just might be God. So let the Lord into your life. Open your heart and say, I got this. With the Lord, it's easier to do so. Take care of yourself, fellers, and have a great evening, and preach the gospel. Have a good night.
'Cause it's always one step forward and 3 steps back.